Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Hot Toys Boba Fett quarter scale figure. Let's get started. So this is the Hot Toys Boba Fett quarter scale figure based on the likeness of the character Boba Fett from the TV show The Book of Boba Fett, and based on the likeness of the actor Tamora Morrison, and it does include a head sculpt and it's outstanding. It's one of the best I think I've ever seen. Before I go any further, spoiler warning. In order for me to get my opinion about this piece across, I do need to talk about the Book of Boba Fett. So if you intend on watching the Book of Boba Fett and you don't want it spoiled, turn this video off. Maybe just save it to like a watch later playlist. Go away and watch the Book of Boba Fett and come back then if you still want to watch the video after. So, spoiler warning, you have been warned. So, this is a pre-order product. It comes in two different versions, the deluxe version and the collector version. The deluxe version is $625 and the collector version is $515. So that's a $110 difference, and it's due to drop or due to be released next year, 2023, in quarter two. So sometime between April and June. I'm going to take a quick look at the collector edition. That's the cheaper one for $515. I'm not going to zoom in any of these pictures. I just want you to see the difference between where that $110 difference is going. So what comes with this? You obviously have, it's a quarter scale figure. It has the armor of Boba Fett. It looks pretty much exactly like you looked at in the show. You have the Tamora Morrison head sculpt, which we'll discuss later. The flame effect, swap out hands, a standard base, 3 hologram effects. You've got the Jabba's Palace and 2 different orientations of the Slave One. You have his handheld blaster, kind of a rifle blaster. Jetpack, which does not come with any thruster effects. And then just kind of zoom in on the boots and the details. So, let's go back and take a look at the deluxe version. So this is the deluxe version. This is $625 and also pre-order product due for release next year. And the only difference is that it comes with a diorama base. I actually really like this diorama base. On one side you have the Mudhorn signet. You have some steps, light up function with some sort of control panel. I'm not sure if this is from the palace, and maybe this is the controls for the door that maybe opens the palace or drops down the door in the Rancor pit. I'm not sure. Apart from that, everything else is the same. So, in short, you're paying $110 for this diorama base. We're going to take a few, just to kind of appreciate some of these pictures here. Now, what I like about this is the poses are going to be very, very simple to do. So, very, very simple articulation, small bit of creativity, a tilt of the neck here or an arm here, and it's just going to give a lot of presence, and it looks great standing on those steps. Yeah, so again, they're simple. Look at this one, just like you put the knee up, twist the head a small bit, adds a lot of presence, looks really well. It's going to look really well on the shelf. Quarter scale figures, they tend to look really well on the shelves. They tend to have a lot of presence because they're that much bigger, and the detail really comes to life even more so. I mean, the 6 scale detail, the detail in the 6 scale figures is impressive enough, but the quarter scale, they just have a bit more space to work with. Like, all of this looks well. Even just a simple standing pose like that, holding his blaster. So you have this kind of like this kind of skirt. I'm not sure what this is called. You have kind of caper skirt behind. The sidearm in the holster there. Got the jetpack behind. This all looks very well. Yeah, so I am impressed. Just to judge it on the figure and nothing else, it looks great. Expensive. Like everything, they're creeping up. Very expensive. Okay, we have to comment on this. They do Tamora Morrison head sculpts very well. I didn't think they'd actually improve, but maybe that's the difference between the quarter scale and the 6 scale. I'm pretty sure, this is the first quarter scale Tamora Morrison sculpt by Hot Toys. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments there, but this is outstanding. I think this is a 10. I think this is probably, I think this is actually the best they've ever done in terms of likeness. It looks like a shrunken down quarter scale Tamora Morrison. So I'm really, really positive about this figure overall. That's probably a pose that if I was to get this, I would leave it in for a certain amount of time anyway, and then but I'd have to show off this head sculpt. He did enough showing off his head in the series, because he tend to not want to leave the helmet on. So before I finish up this video and give my overall opinion on this, I'm going to give another spoiler warning. I'm going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett now, so this is the second warning. When I go and order, when I decide to buy one of these figures and I decide to place that order and pull that trigger and click that button, whether it's a quarter scale or a 6 scale, I ask myself 3 questions. There's 3 criteria that figure has to reach, because they're not cheap. They're expensive figures and they take up a bit of space as well. And I believe everything should have a place. So number one, I need to like the character. Number two, I need to like the source material that character, that figure is based on. And three, I need to like the actual version of that character, whether it's the armor or the costume of that particular character. So for example, the Iron Man Mark III. So I mentioned before, I have the Hot Toys quarter scale Iron Man Mark III. So do I like the character Iron Man? Yes. Did I like what it was based on? The 2008 Iron Man film that launched the MCU? Yes. And number three, do I like that version? Do I like the Mark III armor, the Mark III suit? Yes. And it's a fantastic version, so that's why I decided to purchase that. But I can't say the same thing about this. Do I like the character Boba Fett? Yes. Do I like the source material? No. I wouldn't recommend the Book of Boba Fett to a Star Wars fan or to a non-Star Wars fan. I would recommend The Mandalorian to a Star Wars fan and a non-Star Wars fan. So for this, really, although there were some very, very positive strengths to the Book of Boba Fett, for example, all of episode 5 and 6, there was too many negative parts for me to really say that I like the source material. Like the mods, the unnecessary spins, there's some forced cheesy dialogue, lack of direction and kind of development there as well. I mean, look, there were some very, very good positives, but unfortunately there was enough negatives to leave that finale feeling very flat for me. So the third part then, the third criteria, do I like this version? I don't like, I do like how it looks physically, but I don't like how the character was portrayed. So I'm basically on the fence with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick this up. No doubt it's an excellent figure. No doubt that head sculpt is on point. The base looks great. The accessories are sufficient, and I think it will look great in the shelf. Bit overpriced, but I'm not sure at the moment. If I had liked the Book of Boba Fett, I think I'd strongly consider this, but I'm on the fence at the moment. So I'm going to finish up this video now, and before I do, I just want to thank all the subscribers. I just started this channel a week ago and picked up about 30 subscribers during the week. Most of them are coming from the support that I've got from the 1/6 Figure Focus Instagram, so there's a link there. Just really, really appreciate that kind of a support with the collecting community. So if you want to support the channel, go over to Instagram and like at 1/6 Figure Focus, and yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you like this figure or not, if you're picking it up or not, or what you thought of the Book of Boba Fett. Thanks very much. See you in the next one.